We are back with Richard Horowitz. All right, and let's bring Richard in here. Okay, Rich, I got you back. All right, we've got to move quickly now. We've got the second segment here, or actually the third today, with the Iran update. What's going on with Iran and Latin America?
Yeah, a lot of things. Let me just mention the memory clip 3404 again. It's just a host of Al Jazeera trying to expressing his views in interviewing a Lebanese journalist who's defending Syria.
Okay.
With Iran, a lot of things are happening with Iran. Secretary of Defense Panetta and General Douglas Fraser, who is the air commander of Southcom, both made interesting statements in the last week or so. The Secretary of Defense visited Latin America and said that Iran's expanding influence in Latin America is tantamount to its exporting of state-sponsored terrorism there. The general testified at the House Armed Services Committee, said that Iran echoed what the Secretary of Defense was saying, but specifically gave some examples. He said that Iran has 36 cultural centers, which whereby it expands its influence. And he noted that the head of this cultural center uh, enterprise is Mohsen Rabbani, who is on the Interpol list for his involvement in the 1994 detonation and explosion of the Jewish center in Argentina. He also said that countries like there are certain countries in Latin America that are helping Iran circumvent the sanctions, and he named them: Venezuela, Cuba, Bolivia, Nicaragua, Ecuador. Now, Iran, two Iranian clerics, and this is from Iranian news websites, two Iranian clerics, one said that the Wahhabis have done the greatest injustice to Islam. As you know, Islam is not one monolithic group. There are Sunnis and Shia, and within both there are different groups. Wahhabi is the Saudi Arabia version of Islam. He said that the Wahhabis have done the greatest injustice to Islam. He was speaking at the Iranian Office of Islamic Proselytization, meaning they're the ones who want to control the Muslim world, not the Wahhabis. The other cleric uh, described the book that Saudi Arabia just published as a blasphemous book, and he said it was a plot designed by the West, that the West was behind this book.
All right,
Uh,
Rich, I've got to move along because I got somebody coming in right behind you. All right. You said U.S. sanctions on companies help Iran and Syria or interfere with the internet and cell phones. Talk
yes,
more about that and talk quickly if you can.
last week President Obama signed an executive order against companies that are assisting Iran in curtailing internet freedom. What Iran is doing is slowing down the internet in certain sections whereby people can't send messages and so forth. And there are companies, Western companies, that are selling Iran the technology to do that. So the executive order reads that if the company has assets here in the United States, those assets are blocked. If the company does not have assets in the United States, those involved with the country are banned from entering the United States.
All right, Rich. Well, thank you very much. We certainly appreciate it. We covered it just about in three segments today, and we look forward